Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
Day 14, November 21st. Okay. We have 4 rooms left to get the message from. Let's pick up our allowance. Let's pick up our package. 1 sleeping mask and 2 gems. That's really valuable. Okay. So goals now. I guess, like, the lab. Okay. The pump room, because we need to drain the fountain. And in order to drain the fountain, in order to get the pump room, we need the pool. Cloister, we need the angel's pointing at something. We need to learn what it is. So, cloister, pump room, boiler room for the lab. But first off, and then those 4 things. Let's draft an outside room. Hovel, shrine, or trading post. Let's check out the hovel. It's a bedroom. I don't think I'm going to be... I also see a stove here, so there's a chance. Yeah, let's check out the hovel. As much as I would like to do the shrine. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds has been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision was made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors, Anne Babbage. So, Ravane, former groundskeeper, terminated March 20th. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. So we have bear traps. Before I set that off, thing made of straw. 2 wings, 9 ranks. 2 starting rooms. Where is room 46? 7590. This is my full house theory. No luck as expected. 45292. Coincidence? 2 starting rooms. 45292 rooms. What's the significance of this? And the different colored ink. So these are blue. This is purple. I found all the red rooms. That's funny. 45292. I have no idea where I'd use that. 7590. Tested my full house theory. No luck. Like, what is the significance of this? Where where else, like, I know it's 45,292 starting rooms, which is very odd because you only ever start in the entrance hall. Like, where else could you start? But then coincidence, this seems to imply that there's another place where these numbers come up. That is the that looks like the numbers used on the dartboard in the billiard room. Like, at the very least, those colors, the blue, pink, purple, yellow. But if that's the case, if we're going order of operations, then this would be 4 plus 5 is 9, times 2 is 9, or 18, divided by 9 is 2, minus 2 is 0. So that would, if this like came up on the billiard room thing, it would equal 0. What? But why would that matter? I mean, I can try putting this combination into the dartboard, but the math, like, if you alter any of those numbers, the map, it wouldn't work. Like, yeah, if you were to change room, like 45 rooms, if you were to change it to 46, like 4 plus 6 is 10 times 2 is 20. You can't, 20 divided by 9 doesn't do it cleanly. And there's no 0 on the dartboard. Oh, 2 starting rooms? Maybe that's what they mean. Like, the house starts with 2 rooms, the foundation and the entrance hall. Maybe that's what they mean by starting room. Okay, either way. 4th flame. All right. We got something new. Let's see where this goes. Oh my goodness. This is like... I love how progression in this game works. I feel like I've learned something new every time. Like, where could this even go? Oh, I'm going down the waterfall. I'm going down to there. The Precipice. Underground. Okay, I can't leap out, thank goodness. Foreman's log 3, date 1915. This is old. Scripps and Rufford Mining Company. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected, or Thomas, I guess, the arches that were visible from the south cliff face were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we've uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock, and debris. This site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. What the heck? I want to take a note of all dates. And I'm here. I am going behind the waterfall. What the heck? This is so cool. And very dangerous. Oh. But the things aren't specific to the rooms. Or the chess pieces aren't specific to the ranks, they're specific to the rooms. And I haven't seen these before. These are blue. Well, presumably King would go there. I mean, the Queen was along the west wing. Is there, like... This is filled with water and doesn't seem like there's any way down, really. I mean... I can't think what this would go to. And, like, there aren't even letters. Like, if I were to, like, D8, I might guess it'd be here. Can I just, like, move them all on the board? No. Has to be certain spots. And I don't know where those certain spots are. This is a... That looks like a door to the antechamber. Okay, I need... answers. Foreman's copy. Do not remove from sight. Realm and sigils of the past. Introduction. First era found either of a natural... Okay. They did this in order that the of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a very new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. Sigils of the past and present. Robert Burns and Sons, 1905. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs, and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meanings. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is comprised of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, the moats, and the border. There was a sigil in the tomb. The torching chamber had a sigil. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't know the place we are describing. We've seen these. We've seen these 3. And this one, I think it was what was in the middle. So that's Orinda. Or at least, maybe. Alright. The rays. So why were these ripped out? The core will come lines from one sigil to another, different number styled. I don't know. Ship routes. 8 rays on these, the directions, rows, carriages. There are 4 rays, galloping, locomotion. Oh, and this page is completely torn. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat, the scorching air, and the blazing core. 2 is the rays, 3 is the moats. Okay. So wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Okay, this is getting into like occult stuff. I'm taking a picture of that. So is there like another realm behind the 46th room? Moats. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed. If they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. We have tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Agricultural, harvest and farming-based society and culture. Martial, military. Spanning arguments. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban and populous center. Academic, a center for knowledge, advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Spiritual, an elevated reference for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. Poetic, a strong focus on the advancement of the arts, music, writing, music, and language. The moats that we saw in the sigil of the torching chamber were the metropolitan ones. Borders. Around each sigil is an adorned edge, serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Okay. So, am I to understand that the house is in its own realm? Putting it all together... Okay. By studying the core, rays, moats, and borders of the sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Red banners, martial, fog. So yeah, that's a martial banner. Is that the Royal Guard? Is that like the sigil of the Red Guard? Militaristic. So that page has currently been ripped out. Why is red scribbled out and replaced with the word banners? Either way, we now know that this type of line equals fog. But why would the foreman have needed this? Is there a sigil somewhere here? I mean, this is the last room. The only thing I can think of that I haven't been able to interact with yet are the treasure maps. Because I haven't been able to see what the treasure maps lead to. Okay, well, that is everything here, I guess. Alright, take me back up. That's Orinda. That's the Orinda sigil. Well, we've done that. Still need to figure out where the heck this leads to. But not today. Alright, well. We have places to go, I guess. What do I want again? I want the pump room. I want the boiler room. I want the lab. And I want those last 4 rooms that need the letters. Which means I need to start going into the east wing. So I'm going to start with drafting dead ends in the west wing. Let's do the den. Let's get ourselves an extra gem early. And then... step requirement. Oh my, okay. I'd rather not draft the lab here, so let's draft the nursery. Especially because I got the sleep mask. Out of curiosity, now that I know that thing about sigils, can I find any here? No, okay. Alright, so this should give me a multitude of steps whenever I do anything at all regarding bedrooms. Let's do the closet. Let's see if we can get some more items. These are actually really good. Those are really good early gets. Alright. I'm nervous. I actually would like to study because I want to check something. So... D8, it's a date. I noticed that while editing. And the... and the Black Queen is by the safe. Oh, the electronic keycard. Heck yeah, I'll take that. So I'm wondering, so the Black Queen is here. Therefore, I wonder if this is the date that Clara Espin died. No? Because it's the date of the Black Queen, which I would take to mean the day the Queen died, because Clara Espin is the White Queen. Well, it was worth a shot. Okay, maybe she didn't die on the 15th. Maybe she died like that week. So let's try 0614. Let's try 0613. 0612. 0611. Yeah, I don't know what that could be referring to then. Alright, if that's the case, the Black Queen has to be referring to something else. So I guess let's just go to the East Wing, see if we can make our way up. Drawing room. And this is actually something I'd like to test as well. So, if we're assuming that this is 1, maybe it's just counting this painting, this specific painting. So, it'd be 1, 1, 0, 2, which would be a date that's November 2nd. No? Also, I love the way the natural light flows in if you have the drawing room on the edge. Alright, let's try just this dude. So it'd be 1. Oh, I missed 1. Well, that was stupid of me. So 1. Oh, never mind, I didn't miss 1. Both of these are facing the wrong way. That's okay. So 1, 3. That's already not a date. There are so many paintings on this side in particular to have it correspond to a number between 0 and 9. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell. Let's just draft these rooms. I do have the steps. Let's do the commissary. Let me see about this. Security. I do have the key card, so security wouldn't be too bad of a grab. Yeah, let's do security. I have a lot of steps to spare right now. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Set security level to high. Change offline mode to unlock because there's no reason not to. Turn security menu. View state inventory. There are car keys somewhere on the estate. Maybe they're in the commissary. Oh, that was thunder. I don't think I have any reason to go into the system. Oh, never mind. They're right here. All right. Let me go into the commissary. We have a compass. What does this do? Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's convenient. For what I'm trying to do, that's extremely convenient, actually. Alright. And we have the pool! This is working out. Because now we can get the pump room. And we have a few redraws at our disposal if we don't like what we get through here. Parlor? What the heck? Why did these books pop up? Either way, I think I'm going to redraw. Courtyard is fine. It's risky, but it's fine. I'm using up a lot of steps doing this. But let's grab a shovel. Huh. It actually changed the way the room is. That's so interesting. I kind of love that, actually. Coins! Alright. Through here? Do I really want to spend the steps for that? Nah, let's do the bedroom. Yep, and then the sleep mask. Okay, we're doing good, right? Yeah, right now our currency is steps. Which means I can use my gems to redraw the floor plans. I wonder if this has any hidden message on it. I'll have to come back here with a magnifying glass at some point. Yeah, I mean, boiler room. Let's do it. Okay, so now if I can get the lab, I'll be golden. Let me make sure that this isn't... Okay. Let's go for the chapel, just so I don't have to deal with floor plans that are changing things up on me. What could use power? I genuinely don't know. Sure, take my money. Locksmith, walk-in closet, or spare room? Let me redraw that. I want more... Dining room will work for me. I'd like more room space available. Kitchen, boudoir, or spare room. Let's go for the kitchen. Alright. Club sandwich, bacon and eggs, and add morning room. Oh no! Okay, I need one more coin. Observatory, conference room, or storage room. Realistically, conference room would be the best. Okay, by any chance at all, are there any coins in here? No, okay. Unlock that. Let's go for the secret passage. What rooms haven't I found? Bedrooms, I've found all but one. Hallways, I found all but one. Green rooms, I'm not gonna be able to find any of those. Shops, have found 4. Bedrooms, I've found them all. Okay. Let me do this. That's what I was afraid of. In that case, green rooms tend to have a lot of space. That's what I was hoping for. This right here is what I was hoping for. You know what? I'll eat that. Give myself more steps. Stuffed wild quail. Trophy room. I don't know what that is. Plus 20 steps. And of course, I just remember, does this room not have paintings? Of course it doesn't. Well, maybe I'll build a guess. Maybe I'll build a guess where it goes based on the other letters I can get. So you're Orinda. This one I can unlock no problem. I do need keys. So let's go with that, I think. Let's use the silver key here. I'm gonna re-roll to get myself more money, and then I will do the aquarium. Let me get a special key. Another silver key. Okay, I guess that's not terrible. Okay, the aquarium. Get me more steps. Another dig spot. Nothing of interest. Nothing was buried there that time. Okay, so... looks like wheat and... okay. That's a bushel of wheat. I don't think that works. Flame. Fire. If it was a grain, that could be match. Wheat and heat. Should be W. Would this... is this... if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes? If that's the case, that would mean that this is C, and I don't know how that would be C. It'd be crate and... oh, I get... oh. I guess that makes sense? Maybe it'd be crate and rate? Like rate of growth? I mean, there's only one way to find out. Whoops. The fact that I managed to get this far with no regular keys is kind of insane, actually. Let me... is this door unlocked? No. But I'd rather use the special key here. Sure, I'm fine with the east wing hallway. Okay, we have This was originally sage, but we have if we're assuming that this is E, blueprints, prints, plans, because it was plans and planes originally. I don't know. But yeah, that makes sense. Interesting that the East Wing Hall has all this stuff in it now. Unless I've just never drafted the East Wing Hall. Okay, well, I don't have any other keys. And that door's locked, that door's locked. And I don't have enough coins to buy a key. So the last thing I can do is I can check to see if this door's locked. It is. Okay. Fair enough. I thought that might be the case. And just let me check. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't get the pump room, unfortunately. Okay, well, I think we just have to call it there. I mean, this was still interesting. We found out a ton of new stuff. And I think that has to be it. Actually, yeah. That... Oh. I was actually looking at the wrong thing. The East Wing hallway is here. I'm assuming it's T, in which case it'd be plant and plan. Which does line up. So that has to be the message. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So the only small gate that we needed a combination lock to unlock is the orchard. So actually they're right. The 8th red envelope is missing because that means there are 7 safes in the house. We've only unlocked one of them. So, yeah. I mean, man, I really want to know the study. The Black Queen. What could that possibly be? Because it spells out date, but which date? I have the steps to do it. Let's just see if I can go to the study. See if I can figure this out. Let me just check to make sure I'm not missing anything. View estate inventory. I'm missing a gem? I mean, I don't need it. Not like I'm going anywhere now, so... 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Well, in this case, it'd be 7 dates. It's not today's date, is it? I doubt it, which would be... the 20th, right? No, it'd be the 21st today. I mean, might as well try a couple of other dates. What dates do I have written down? Oh, Ravane is the groundskeeper. So that was the person who they thought might have stolen the Baron's mail. Okay, none of the dates I have written down have worked. I don't know. I've sat here for a while trying to think of what could be the different combinations for the study and drawing room safes, and I just cannot figure it out. So we're going to go ahead and call it here, I think. Yeah, let's just call it here. Let's call it a day. Oh, man. East-facing shopping center. That's really funny. I got 4 shop rooms. Well, I'd still say that was a pretty good run. No, I mean, amazing run. But we got the Precipice before we even went into the house, and that was really cool. And besides that, we did finish the message. I think it turned out to be a bit anticlimactic because, yeah, if you count small gates, if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. I mean, it's good to know that those are all dates, but that's something I've known for a while. And essentially the only thing I've learned new from that is that the Orchard Gate counts as part of that. Which means there are 7 safes. I found 4 of them. The boudoir, the office, the study, and the drawing room. I have no idea where the other 3 could be. But yeah, this was insanely fun. Like, getting the tomb, getting the like seeing the reservoir, solving the puzzle in the tomb. We'll need to go back to the tomb at some point because we need to solve that sigil. And we need to get back to the library because we need to order a new book and learn about Orinda. So yeah, when we come back, obviously more rooms. The more rooms we uncover, the more information we have. I'd say our priority is, now that we've uncovered the message, I can try to, number 1, hunt down specific rooms, and number 2, try to make a path directly to the antechamber. So we'll need to try to actually work for the library, the lab, the pool to the pump room, the boiler room, and then just trying to get to the antechamber, which means getting the Great Hall, the Secret Garden, or the greenhouse. We still have the broken lever and coat check. I haven't forgotten about that yet. I just want to make sure it's in a spot. It's during a run where I'm prepared to use it. And also, it's sealed off on all 4 sides. So I need to get the north lever somehow as well, which I don't know where that is. But something tells me the rooms I haven't found are going to be the ones that hold the most answers for me. So yeah, when we come back, we'll try to make a play for room 46, which means we need to prioritize the Great Hall, Greenhouse, and Secret Garden. However, we will also prioritize the lab, the boiler room, pull room, pump room, because those are still puzzles that need to be solved. And beyond that, we shall see. So thank everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload a new part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.